discuss that actually we are going to do there in this subject is, first of all, I will show you the syllabus. Okay, and we will see what is there in the syllabus and what we are going to learn in this subject. Okay, because you should feel interest in learning this any subject. So first of all is the syllabus, what is the coverage of the syllabus. Then later on, this subject is going to be very basic. The name itself says the basic electrical and electronics engineering. It means that we are going to talk about the basic concepts of electrical and as well as the electronics engineering. Okay. So is it my screen visible, students?
Yes, ma'am.
So our code is triple 1001. I think you also have one more subject called triple 101 is also there in our electrical department. Okay. That is there for the other students. I think now first year students 2021 batch, they are reading that basic electrical engineering. Okay. But for you people, it's basic electrical and electronics engineering. So triple 1001 is the code. So what is the objective? Why you want to read this subject? So what is the purpose of this reading subject is, you have to understand the various laws and theorems to solve the particular electric circuits and networks. If any circuit is given to you, you should be in a position to solve the circuit. I think what is a circuit, students? What should a basic circuit should have minimum? What are the elements a basic circuit should have?
Wires, switches.
Wires and
okay, wires,
battery,
switches.
battery and a light bulb or something.
Power source.
Okay, bulb or
power source.
light, power supply. Okay, fine. So that's what I want. So you require a source. That's what you're talking about, power supply, I think. Then we require, what is the use of these sources? We are going to give it a load. That is what you're talking about, bulb and all, which is going to consume energy, which is going to give the source and the load. To connect between the source and the load, we require the wires. Because electricity, the current cannot travel wireless. Okay, even now, till now, a lot of research is going on, but till now we don't have any wireless electric transmission and all. Okay, it's only a wired thing there. In electronics only, we have a lot of wireless transmissions. Okay, in electrical, no option of without wires. It should be only wired thing. Okay, the closed path should be there. The current should flow for flowing of the current. So we require minimum a source and the load to connect them. We have the wires. So to control them, you also need switches there. That's what you people are saying right now. It's a very correct thing as a minimum circuit. So in that circuit, you might have a combination of any resistors or inductors or capacitors, whatever it is. If that is the case, how to solve it? You have different ways and means, different theorems are there to solve it. That is what the first objective we are going to do that. Our next objective is that to provide the students with the overview of the most of the important concepts of electrical and electronics engineering, which is the basics for every engineer. Okay. So there again and again the word is given here. So the overview of this a basic subject means we have a lot of things that are happening in electrical and electronics field. So here in the subject, we are only going to touch the basic ideas. What is what? We are going to learn them and the few ideas about them. But we're not going to go in depth, because if you talk about each topic here, we can talk for a long time. Even one semester also we can talk. But we're not going to see that in the depth. We are going to see about the ideas, what is there and where it is used, so that it will be helpful for you as an engineer to later on, because engineers need only the ideas. Okay, you are going to excel in that field. For that you need some ideas. So that ideas will be given in this particular subject. Okay, that's what the objective of this course subject. And what is expected from you people after doing the subject? So you should be in a position to solve all the electrical problems. Right now we told it's an objective also. If any problem is given, any theorem is asked, you should be in a position to solve it. Also, you have like class for DC, AC. So AC power circuits also you should be in a position to solve. And what are the safety measures you should know. And you should be in a position to know what are the different electrical machines available. Okay. And you should know about various digital circuits also available. You should also know about the semiconductor devices, as well as where we are going to use the techniques called modulation, demodulation, which is used for the communication purpose. And you also, at last, you should be able to conduct any experiment. You have to be able to design and conduct and analyze them and interpret the ideas from it. Okay, this is what your expected outcome from this particular subject. Is it okay, students? Getting interested in the subject to learn?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah, very good. So
Yes,
now
ma'am.
we'll see what are the modules available here. So whatever we have seen as a course outcome as well as the objective, same thing will be expanding as a module here. So module 1, DC circuits, module 2 will be AC circuits. What is the difference between DC and AC, students? What is the expansion of DC?
Direct current.
Direct
current.
current.
Digital
AC is going to be
direct current.
Alternating current.
alternating. One is direct
Alternating
current,
current.
other one is the alternating current. Okay. So we in the first module fully we'll be talking about the direct current circuits. So where what are the theorems applied for the direct current? All those things we'll be discussing in the first module fully. Okay. The DC circuits will be given to analyze the circuit, how to solve the circuit. All these things we'll discuss in the module 1. And module 2 we will be discussing the AC circuits. Like in DC you will be talking about only source load. Load will be always what? DC circuits. I think this is a basic physics, whatever you learn, we are going to expand it here. That's what we're doing here. Yeah, what is a DC load? Which type of load will be there, students? Any ideas?
Ma'am, can you repeat?
What type of loads we'll be using in case of DC circuits? Load means the component is going to consume energy. What I want is like whether you have a resistive load or an inductive load or a capacitive load. Okay, I'll explain like this. In DC, whether you have a resistive load or an inductive load or a capacitive load. Which type of loads will be there in the DC circuits?
Ma'am, resistor.
Only resistors. Yes, ma'am. Because inductors and capacitors require alternating supply there. Okay. So they consume energy, they dissipate energy like that. So resistor only is available in DC circuits. That's okay. We'll be having a combination of resistors in different fashion, whether it will be a normal series connection or parallel connection, or time is there, we'll discuss about star delta. If time is not there, we don't discuss about star delta. Like that, different patterns are available. Different combination your circuits will be connected to solve them. We'll see in the unit module 1. In module 2, not only resistors, we can also have a combination of inductors and capacitors also. Resistors, inductor and capacitor combinations. Circuits will be available. How to solve them? Either a single phase or a 3-phase. We will be doing that in the second module with the safety, electrical safety also we'll study there. Third module, we will be discussing about the electrical machines. Okay, this is a very basic thing, like how do we get a supply? Okay, through what and where? Okay, so the machines are available, AC machines or DC machines, transformers and other things we'll be discussing in the third module. Okay. And fourth module will be digital systems. So the fully 1, 2, 3 is dedicated to the electrical. 1, 2, 3 is for electrical things. Then 4 and 5 they're dedicating for the electronics. So digital systems. So in digital system, we'll be talking about what are the basic logic circuits and what are the different numbering systems and what are the combination logic circuits, how to design the logic circuits like that. We'll be discussing in the digital systems in the fourth module. And fifth module, we'll be discussing about the semiconductor devices. Okay. So like we'll be talking about the, I think all of you heard about the inverters. I think all of you have UPS in your house, isn't it? You have inverters in your house?
Yes, ma'am.
Because we have a lot of power cuts. Previously, 3-4 years back in Tamil Nadu, we had a lot of power cuts. So everywhere in every house, they started buying an inverter there. Okay. So there and all inside, what are the equipments will be there? Okay, it will be all made up of some semiconductor devices. So we'll be talking about that devices here. Okay. So the material what we are using, what will be the characteristics of this material? That's what we are going to talk about the semiconductor devices. Okay, ma. So this will be a combination of electric and electronics things. And you will have only 5 modules here, students. So what is your textbook? They are giving us so many lot of textbooks there. John Bird is there, and Hamley is there. But here, students, we cannot specifically give one textbook because we are having different combination. Electric is there, machines is there, digital is there, powertronics is there. So we have combining different things there. So we cannot specify only one book there. So we have to refer so many books here. So whatever book, so these books are not like Hamley, Alexander Sadeku, and this John Bird. These books and all majorly cover the unit 1, 2 and all. Okay, they will talk about unit 1 and 2. Okay. And for unit 3, generally you refer any machines book, any Teja book, anything like that, or you can also go with the any electrical machines book you can take. And for 4th module, digital electronics, you can refer Maurice Meno or any digital books you can refer. And for the last of electronics, you can also refer the Fitzgerald and other electronics books, anything you can refer. So like this, so many Rashid book or Bimbra, so many books are available students for your references. So whatever ebook I have in my side, I'll upload it in the VTop or either in the Teams, whichever is permitting me, I'll do that. Okay. And all the course materials I'll be uploading relevant to whatever I'm teaching in the class. I'll upload the course materials. So this will help you to cover up your syllabus. But if you want to learn a lot of the other things, you have to refer so many books as well as the net. A lot of things available relevant to the topics, whatever we are going to discuss in the class. Okay, students. So this is what the idea about the subject, the syllabus. So now coming to you people having an idea is like, so now I want to ask you the question so that I will understand how much you people are knowing, so that how much I have to teach, that I want to understand. Okay. So what about this power, voltage, current? You all remember, students, all these terms? Have you heard about before?
Ma'am, power is equal to voltage into current.
Okay. Power is the product of voltage into current. Okay. So what is the voltage? What is the current then? That's good. Any definitions? Can anyone give me? What is an voltage? What is the current, like that? Because only an interaction class should be there, because I told that I have to learn from you people. Okay, so you only
like it is the potential difference, the potential difference between any 2 points.
Okay, voltage is the potential difference between any 2 points. Very good. What is the current?
Rate of flow of charges.
Yeah, it is a potential difference. Very good, ma. Potential difference is this between 2 points. So you require 2 points. Whatever the terminology specifies as a keyword, that's only it's very important for us. So this rate of flow of charges. Okay. Charges or electron, whatever we call current. So power is the work done. We'll talk about the work done. So for that, what we require is the product. So what is the representation of voltage? We used to represent by V. What is the unit of voltage?
V, ma'am, V.
We used to put your voltage as V and it's volts. The unit is volts. Current, how do you represent your current?
Capital I.
Yeah, I we use to your capital I, even small I also we can represent, ma. But we have a difference there, either whether we're going to use it in the DC circuits or AC circuit, whether it's instantaneous current or the normal current, like that, the variation is there. Okay, ma. But maximum what we are using is capital I will represent. Even small I also they used to dedicate in the AC circuits for representation of current. Okay. So the unit is going to be what? What's the unit of current, students?
Ampere.
Ampere.
Ampere. So we are going to use A there, or this V we used to write as A. Power, like it's a work done. We all write what you people told. It's a product of V into I. So what is the unit of power?
Watt.
Volt ampere.
Actually, volt ampere. In case of DC, we have two different things, DC and AC. So we used to put as watt, power unit as watt. In DC, we are not going to worry about anything. We used to call as a watts. But in case of AC, we'll have a different variation, like we have a real power, reactive power, apparent power. We used to call apparent power as volt ampere. Real power in terms of watts, we have VI in cos theta, angle difference between V and I. And then we have VI into sin theta for the reactive power, like that. All these things we discuss later. Okay. So these are the basic ideas: voltage, current, and the power. So now very
Then shouldn't the
basic.
power should be worked on upon time?
Work done.
Upon time, ma'am. Like
Yeah. Energy. How do you write my energy?
it is directly work done, ma'am. So power should be worked done upon time.
Okay. What about energy?
Energy is exactly as work done.
Energy, what? It's how much power with respect to time, Nama? That is called as an energy.
So power into time, yes, ma'am. Power into time.
Power into time. That is what we call as an energy, ma. Okay. That's what we have watt meter in our house. We all have every month, twice in a month. I mean, not in a month. Two time monthly, twice. No, 2 months once. 2 months once we have the people from the EB will be coming and taking the reading from our house to give the bill for the electricity, isn't it? What meter is that? From where they are noting it? What meter is that called as? What is the name? Energy meter. It's an energy meter. So it's nothing but the power with respect to time. How much power is consumed in a given period? That is what is called as an energy, ma. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
I wanted to ask what is that VA written in power?
No, ma. VA is actually product
A
of
is ampere.
volt ampere, ma.
Okay, ma'am. Got it.
Volt and ampere. But in DC, we are not going to talk like this. In DC case, we are going to talk not like this. We are going to put as watts only.
Okay, ma'am.
In case of AC only, we have a difference. I told you, no, real power, reactive power, apparent power. Apparent power we used to call as volt amperes.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, anything else, ma? In this, any doubts is there? I think you are talking about the rate of doing work is power. That's what I think you want to say. You meant to say, ma? Somebody saying that with respect to time. Rate of doing work. That's what the word I think you can add. So that will satisfy your idea what you have before. Rate of doing work. It's a power. Okay, ma. Any doubts are there, ma? Here, is it all okay, students, for everybody?
No doubt.
Okay, ma. Fine. So now, what is a very basic law which is going to support you here is, we will talk about the Ohm's law. A very basic law is the Ohm's law. I think all of you should have heard about this Ohm's law, isn't it, students?
Ma'am, can you start the recording?
I think it's recording only. It's not recorded?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, recordings. It's recording.
Ma'am. Recording.
It's recording, ma. It's recording.
Oh, sorry, ma'am.
Oh, no problem. No issues. No issues. Okay. Ohm's law. I think all of you heard about this Ohm's law, isn't it, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What this Ohm's law is saying? And
Current is directly proportional to the voltage, a potential difference.
Okay. Current is directly proportional to voltage. Is that right? Or voltage is directly proportional to current? Which is correct?
Ma'am, first one.
First one, ma'am.
First one is correct.
Yes,
Why
ma'am.
not second one? What is the reason why not second one?
Ma'am, because the scientist gave the first one only, not the second one.
Okay, that's okay. That's good. This is the correct one. Exactly, it is correct. But what you should have, anything we are saying as an engineer, you should analyze, isn't it? Why the first one should be the reason? Why not the second one?
Ma'am, because it's related to, ma'am, the reason is related to the graph of V and I.
Okay. Okay. Graph of V and I. Fine. That's what again I want to ask one question here. Voltage and current, we are talking that is a potential difference between 2 points of voltage, and current is the rate of flow of charge. So my question here is that when your current starts flowing, if there is any potential difference, only a current will be flowing, or if there is no potential difference, also current will be flowing.
When potential difference, then only current will be flowing.
Okay. If there is a potential difference, then only current will be flowing. That everybody is accepting that. Not only one.
Yes, ma'am.
All are accepting that, students?
Yes, ma'am.
If there is a potential difference, then only your current starts flowing in that. It will be like analogy. If you go and see all electrical book, they will give always the water analogy. From the tank it is flowing. From the upstairs, always we have a tank at the top, and we have the we are going to take the water down only. We'll be the down. So we have from there the water is flowing. So the height that is upper and the lower is the potential difference, and the water flowing will have an analogy of the current, and this up and down will take as a potential difference. Okay, this was the general analogy. If you read all the electrical books, you will get an idea. So like what people are saying, if there is a potential difference, then only there is a flow of current. So whether V is depending upon the V depends on the I, or I is depending on V.
I is depending on V, ma'am.
Okay. So rightly pointing, because if there is a potential difference only, a current will be flowing. So that's where exactly saying this I is going to depend upon V, not V depending upon the I. But some books they also say V is proportional, right? But exactly what the correct reason is that I is proportional to V is the right thing of writing, because the current depends upon the voltage only. So the proportionality constant they will remove with what? Using what?
R, ma'am, resistance.
Yeah,
R.
1 by R they will put here, and they write here as a V. I is equal to 1 by R into V. This 1 by R is the term introduced for the removing the proportionality constant. So ultimately V is equal to IR is the Ohm's law. But one very important condition is that, what is that condition, students? This equation satisfies one particular condition. Is it holds good for every time? This Ohm's law V is equal to IR. It will hold good for
But
every time.
temperature should be constant.
Well, which one should be constant, ma?
Temperature.
Yeah, very good. At constant temperature. Why? What is the reason, students? Why constant temperature? Why not varying temperature? What will happen if the
Because
temperature is varying?
if the temperature changes, then the resistance will change accordingly. So that's why.
Yeah, if your temperature varies, resistance varies. That's what every time I used to say in the class. In your small ages, I think now only probably 1 or 2 years you have crossed your schoolings. Before that, you were there in the schooling only. So in the schooling times and all, your parents will have told you that don't touch the switches with the wet hand. Whether your parents has instructed you, students?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the reason why with the wet hand why you should not touch? Normal hands you're touching always. Wet hand why you should not touch?
When the conductance increases or the resistance decreases.
In the wet, when the cold things are wet, that is, it's a good conductor water. So whenever the wet thing, even in the climate also variation is there, in the chill climate and all those things, your resistance will be decreasing. Okay, that's what people, if some people always will be very hard. Those people's, even if there is any leakage current, that will not affect those people, because the temperature variation is very important. Based on the temperature, resistance is varying. Okay. So if the resistance is varying, then this V is equal to IR will not hold good. We are assuming this V is equal to IR is holds good only at the constant temperature. The temperature is varying, automatically resistance will be changing. That's what we say this one. Okay, ma? Either is it okay, ma? Ohm's law. So how you will write Ohm's law? I is proportional to V or V is proportional to I. Now you should say in confident.
I is proportional to
I
V,
is
ma'am.
proportional to V, because I is depending upon V, not V is not going to depend upon I. Okay, ma. Okay, students, then what is about the resistance? What are the series parallel connections and all have you learned, students, in your schoolings?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the difference? How do you say two resistors are in series? How do you say, ma?
Ma'am, if the potential
Ma'am.
difference is different, then we say they are in series.
Okay, potential difference is
And
different.
like the current
And the
flowing through
current
them
is
is same.
Current
Yeah.
flowing in this
Current flowing through them is
Okay,
same,
all
but
of
it
them.
is in series.
across the
Okay, very good.
resistance.
Hitesh, Manas, and Santya, and what is that? I'm not.
Sanidhya, ma'am. Sanidhya.
Sorry, ma. Saditya. Agarwala, what's your name?
Yes, ma'am. Sanidhya Agarwal.
Anindya Agarwal. Okay. Sorry, ma. Okay.
No
So
problem.
this, or whatever you people are saying, all are talking very electrically. I'm very happy. So you're saying that if your resistors are in series, you say that current is going, you are going to have a same current flowing through between them, and there is a difference in the potential between each resistors. Okay, that's good. My question is that as a layman, how to see the resistors are connected in series or parallel? I are not talking about electrically. As a layman, if I'm going to see any circuit, how to see them they are in series or parallel? That's my question.
If they are connected serially, like line by line,
Yes,
R1 is
ma'am.
directly connected to
One
R2.
after the other if they are connected.
Okay. So let us take that initially, like I have a circuit, basic circuit. I told you, like we have a basic circuit where I'm going to have a source. We should have a source here. This is source. Let us assume this is a source. And then the wires, like what people are saying, if you want, you can have a switches also, no problem. This will be a load. This is a basic circuit. The source and load can be different depending upon what you're going to use it. So let us take, I'm going to have a resistor as my load. So I am going to have a battery here. Okay. Battery represent like this. So which one is positive, which one is negative representation? This is plus and this will be minus. Always lengthier line we take it as positive, smaller line we take it as a negative there. And I have resistor, two resistor. I have R1 and R2. Let us take R1 and R2. Actually, I'm not drawing properly. Actually, resistor should be drawn properly, neatly like this, up or down it should go. But like this it should go exactly to draw. Okay, ma. We should draw like this, but my diagram will be somewhat ups and downs is there. Please adjust with my diagrams also. Okay. Two resistors I'm taken. I took one battery also here supplied. So now say how these two resistors are connected.
Serially, ma'am.
Serially.
One after the other.
As you people are told electrically, you're saying you have only one current flowing between them, and you have a two potential drop between them, this and this. Okay. So that's why we take V1 and V2. Let's take V1 and V2 as a two different potential across the two resistors. So that's why we're saying it's series. But as a layman, if you go and see how to identify the resistor, because very basic thing is that students, in case of your unit module 1, how your resistors are connected, you're going to see that whether they are in series or parallel. Based on that, you're going to solve your circuits. So that is very important. You should not say these two resistors are connected in parallel or series. You should not have any confusions. So that's what I'm repeating here. So if I take two resistors like this, if one end of the resistor is connected, so let us take one A, B, I'm going to name for this resistor R1, and R2 I'm going to name as C and D. So if one end of your resistor R1, that is B, and another end of the resistor R2, that is C, are connected together, and other ends, that is A and D, are not connected together. Okay, only one end of them is connected, other end they are not connected together, they are connected to some other elements. Then I'll say these two resistors are connected in which fashion? Series fashion.
Series.
Okay. Instead of that, if the two resistor I'm taking, that is the point A and B, R1, and then I'm going to take another resistor R2, that is C and D point. This is A, C, you will take C and D. So now how these two resistors are connected? Okay, I'll take a parallel. So electrically speaking, this parallel thing is, you say that now voltage will be the same between two resistors. Current will be dividing between them, isn't it, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Electrically talking, you will talk like this. Current will be dividing, but voltage remains the same between the parallel components. But as a layman, if you go and examine it and see, if you have two resistors like this, okay, this is an A, B, this is C and D, if you say R1, R2. If both ends of the resistors, that is A and C, are connected, as well as B and D are connected, both end leads of your resistors are connected together, then only we are going to call this is connected in parallel. Is it okay, students? Are you all accepting with me?
Yes, ma'am.
So why I'm splitting like this and saying, students, because in your, that's what I'm again and again repeating, in your unit 1, you'll have only problems for solving where different fashions of your resistors will be connected, either series, parallel, will be asking you to reduce your resistance. Okay, so there you should be knowing whether these two resistors are connected series or they are connected in parallel. So you should be a question to analyze. So if both the edges of any resistors are connected together, then it means they are in parallel connection. If only one edge is connected, another edges are left free and they are connected to some other element, they are in series connection, series pattern. Okay. So I think with this small introduction, I thought we'll stop with today's class, students. Any doubts or anything you should ask here? Small introduction is okay. Now, as far as source also, as students, I want to say one more two words should be here added. What are the sources? Any types you will be knowing, students? Sources.
AC source
What
and
about
DC
voltage
source.
source and current source? Isn't it? Voltage source you have. Other one is current source. Okay. You have voltage source. Other one is current source. You also have two different types like independent source and dependent source also. Independent as well as dependent source types. If you see independent and dependent sources. Okay. For example, if I'm going to put a voltage like this, source like this, plus and minus V, I will represent like this, or current flowing through it, I'll put here. Current I used to represent like with arrow. Current source. This is the current source. This is the voltage source for me. Okay. So what is the dependent source? What is the independent source? How about these two words, students? Independent and dependent?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, if the voltage or current is depending on another source or another element of that circuit,
Exactly correct.
then it is dependent.
If your voltage is going to depend upon any other sources or any other element, then it's called as a dependent source. If it is going to produce the source by itself, then it's called as an independent source. So this and all is a representation of independent sources. Dependent source always will be represented with a diamond shape, students. Okay, ma. In diamond shape, they put plus and minus for the voltage, or they put the diamond shape for the current flowing, for the current source. So this diamond shape is the representation of the dependent sources. Okay. What is the thing is that this dependent source, for example, in any circuit, if I put like this, normally I'm used to draw like this one voltage source. Like this, if I put V R1 R2. So this voltage, for example, if I'm saying 5 volt means this is going to produce 5 volt by itself. It doesn't depend upon any of the resistors. So this is called as an independent source. But dependent sources, what is, for example, if I'm saying 5V1. So I'm going to talk about like this. So R1, R2, I'm saying this is voltage across this one, I'm going to name as V1. So what will be this voltages? This will be 5 times of the voltage across this resistor. Okay. So this voltage source depends upon the voltage value across this element. So that is where we call this as a dependent source. Okay. So if you refer any electrical circuits book, you will be having the sources with like this voltage or current or either like the diamond shape. But in our syllabus point of view, we are not finding time to do on dependent because we have only weekly twice classes. Okay. Previously we had 4 hours per week. Then we went on 3 hours. Then we shifted to 2 hours per week. Okay. So because of these time constraints, we are not going to touch upon the dependent source. We will depend only on the independent source. Is it okay, sir? So if you don't have any doubts, ma'am, like this sources are there, whether that will be coming in our exams, no. We are not going to talk about anything about dependent source, but you should have an idea what is that. That's what I'm talking about here. Is it okay, students? Independent and dependent sources? Okay, ma'am, with this we can stop.
Please show second PPT. Second slide.
Which one, ma'am?
Ma'am, second number. Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have a doubt, ma'am.
Yes, same, ma'am.
Ma'am, like if we connect a AC source with a battery, then will it be a dependent source?
AC source with a battery.
Battery, yes, ma'am. Then completing the circuit.
And completing the circuit.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma.
So
So
will it?
AC is
Yeah.
going to give a supply to the DC source
Yeah,
battery.
but ma'am, it will be fluctuating, no? So,
No, ma, you cannot directly do that, ma. Sanidhya, I will practice your name. See, actually, if you go and see a power supply in the lab, if you would have come across to the lab and seen your power supply, DC power supply source there, it will be very weight, it will be very heavy in the DC supply. So what will be there inside us? AC source will be coming. That AC source, for example, incoming voltage is going to be some 230 volts or something like that. But my battery, that is for example my charger. If you see your charger, it requires only 5 volt or 12 volt like this.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Then what happened? This voltage 230 volts or 415 volts depending upon whether 3 phase or a single phase in your house. Depending upon that you will get an AC input, isn't it? So this voltage first it should be reduced to this level, ma. So for that you will be using a transformer.
Oh,
The
okay.
transformer reduces this here. Then thereafter this voltage will be converted to DC.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now, yes, ma'am. I got it, ma'am. I got it.
Then after converting to DC, then only this will be given to the particular battery there, ma. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So there you don't have any dependent source or independent source, ma. It's going to act like a load now. Okay, from not like a load, it is going like a transferring one part to the another source.
Yeah, ma'am.
Conversion,
Yeah.
source conversions it will be like, ma. Okay, ma.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, anything else, students? Okay, so then we'll stop with this. I'll take the attendance now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next, when we have class on Wednesday? Next class, when we have students?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay, ma'am.
Thursday, 2 o'clock, amma?
आने को बाहर निकाल दो मैं नहा सकता हूँ
Yes,
मैं
ma'am.
Okay. Oh, my system is taking much time.
हैं
See, switch
नहीं
off your mic, students. Somebody on your mic and talking unknowingly. God. Okay, answer attendance, students. Students, if I'm not able to pronounce your name properly, you can guide me, students, because it's the first class. I might not pronounce your name properly, means you can say your pronunciation. Okay. So Joel is there. Sai Skanda.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Sai Skandava. Kandava.
Skandava.
Skanda only. Okay. Okay. Fine. Sriram. Sriram is there. See,
I'm present, ma'am.
Present. Okay. If there's any problem in your mic, you can put your registration number in the chat box, students. While I'm taking attendance, I will take attendance at any time. Either I can take in the starting of the class or in between, whenever I find some time, or at the age, whenever I take the attendance. If you are putting your registration number in the chat box immediately at that time, I'll consider for the attendance. Sriram is there, okay. Harshad,
Present, ma'am.
what is it? 787, what's your name, ma?
Ikjot, ma'am.
Ikjot. Huh?
Ikjot.
Ikjot.
Yes,
Okay. Fine. I'll practice your name. 2-3 classes I need for practicing. Okay. What is this? Shakti. What's your name, ma? 2074. Is there or not there? 20 BCE 2074. Then I'll practice his name later. Manav. Manav Gupta.
Present, ma'am.
Yes, ma. My screen is shared, no students. You can see your name there. According that you give
Yes,
your
ma'am.
Kanch. Okay. 2396. Are you there, ma? No. Okay. Shrikar. Shrikar is not there. Shravan. Shravan Sai Kumar. Vishnu Sai. Vishnu Sai is there. Kamina.
Present, ma'am.
What's your name, ma?
Janavi, ma'am.
Okay, Janavi. Okay. Ishan. Ishan is there. Sanindya Agarwal. Okay. Is it right, ma?
Sanidhya, ma'am.
Sanindya Agarwal. Okay.
Yes.
Sanindya.
Yes, ma'am.
N. Okay. Sanindya. Sanindya Agarwal. Okay, present.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, ma. Hitesh. Is it right, ma?
Ma'am, it's Itish.
Hitesh. Okay, Hitesh.
Itish, double E.
Oh, Hitesh. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Correct.
Okay, ma.
Present,
Aditya.
ma'am.
Okay, ma. Okay. Aditya is there, ma?
Present, ma'am.
Okay, ma. Jeevan, who's that? 2882.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your name, ma?
G1, ma'am.
Jeevan. Okay, fine. Elena is right, ma?
Present, ma'am.
Is it right, Elena?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anish? Anish is not there. Ashutosh?
Present, ma'am.
Pramit?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it right, Pramit?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Parthana?
Present, ma'am.
Is it right, ma? Parthana only, no?
It's Prarthana, ma'am.
Prarthana. Oh my God.
Yes.
You're pronouncing nicely, but I'm pronouncing wrongly. Okay, I'll practice, ma. Yashwant? Yeah.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Shresth? Vivan Shresth? Vivan Shrestha is there? Not there. Anand?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, where is your photo, Anand? It's not there in VTop, huh?
Okay, ma'am. I'll put it, ma'am.
Okay, I think I'm marking you absent, you're present. Because we are not seeing you directly, at least some photos I'm seeing here. Shakshi?
Present, ma'am.
Anush?
Present, ma'am.
Raunak?
Present, ma'am.
Aryan?
Present, ma'am.
Kandan? Kandan Kumar? Joshua?
Present, ma'am.
Tarang?
Present, ma'am.
Anmol? Anmol? Gaurang? Manas?
Present,
Manas
ma'am.
present. Gautam Krishna? Gautam Krishna is not there. What's your name at 275? Is there more? 20 BCT 275 is not there? Okay, Ishan? Ishan? Not there. Samriti? Samriti?
Present, ma'am.
Yeah, there, okay. Okay, 300. VCT is which department, ma? What is VCT?
IoT, ma'am. IoT.
IoT.
Manideep present, ma'am. Manideep.
Okay, Manideep. Okay, fine. Anurag? IoT is coming under which department, ma? Is it under the which school? Computer science or?
Poly,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
yeah, ma'am, computer science.
Computer science. Okay. Okay, Anurag is there, Nama? Anurag? Not there. Ah? Juhi Gupta?
Present, ma'am.
352 is there?
Yes, ma'am, present, ma'am.
What's your name, ma?
Ma'am, it's Paki.
Paki.
Yeah.
Paki Singh. Okay, 372. Rehana? It's not there, Rehan.
Hello.
Rehan, ma, what's your name?
Rehan.
Rehan. Okay, Han. Okay. Neeraj Kumar?
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Harshit?
Present, ma'am.
Okay. See, 1 or 2 classes I may take like this time, ma. Later on I'll get for you practice, don't worry. I'll not take much time for attendance. Yeah, Yash? Yash Sharma? It's not there. Ansh?
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Navanita Krishna?
Present, ma'am.
Navanita Krishna is there. Abhinavi?
Present, ma'am.
Abhinavi, correct, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Ishani? Ishani?
Present, ma'am. Yes,
Okay. Okay. Matthew? What's your name?
ma'am. Matthew.
Matthew
Present,
only.
ma'am.
Very good. Raghav? Raghav Menon? It's not there. Ketar?
Present, ma'am.
Pratham?
Present, ma'am.
What's your name, ma? Salvi Pratham or only Pratham you should call?
Pratham, ma'am.
Pratham, it's okay. Shirag?
Yeah, present, ma'am.
Hitesh?
Present, ma'am.
Sakti Shanmugam?
Present, ma'am.
Okay. What is this? A 485? What's your name, ma?
I'm present. It's Mrunmay, ma'am. Mrunmay.
What, ma?
Mrunmay.
Mrunmay. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Then
Mrunmay.
you settle name, ma. Mrunmay. Okay. Jaswin Raj?
Present, ma'am.
Abhinav?
Present, ma'am.
What is this? 561?
Adamya, ma'am.
Adamya. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. 576. What's your name, ma?
Ma'am, it's Adimitra.
Adi Mitra. Okay. 603.
Present, ma'am. Balashiva, ma'am.
Balashiva. Okay, Balashiva
Yes, ma'am.
Ilambo. Tamil name only. 701.
Ma'am, present, ma'am.
What's your name, ma?
Ankesh Kumar.
Ankesh Kumar. Okay, this center part. Okay, Ankesh. So, okay, students, you can leave now after giving your attendance. You can leave. Anybody else?
Thank you, ma'am.
During my turn. So
What is that, Manav?
20 BCI 0328, ma'am.
Oh, Anmol.
Yes.
What's your number, ma? 02?
Well, 0328.
0328. Ah, okay.
Ma'am, I'm Spandan, ma'am. 0294, ma'am. Just above BCI 0294.
BCI, ma? Above is there, ah?
0294, ma'am. Spandan.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Mayank, something I will put the thing link there, WhatsApp group, huh? So, okay, students, you can leave. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.